Let's change it up this time. Let's have you go first with your individual chef's kiss. What do you got for me, brother?
Did somebody say Chef Kiss? So what?
See,
All right.
Estaki?
It's not key. Yes. So my Chef Kiss
Beso?
week. It was a busy week, guys. We were talking for 2 hours about wrestling, but none of us mentioned Friday Night SmackDown. I know. I don't watch SmackDown either, but I tuned in because there was a match announced last week between Drew McIntyre and Sheamus. Boy, did these guys have a bar burner. It was brutal. These guys were beating the shit out of each other, guys. If you guys like wrestling, if you guys like two beefy men beating the crap out of each other, this is the match. Holy shit. The ending saw Sheamus getting ready for the bro kick. He was about to hit the bro kick on McIntyre. McIntyre caught him. Boom. Popped him right into a table. But the closing moment, he threw him on the table. McIntyre looked at Sheamus, and he had this look on his face. He's like, I got to do it, buddy. I got to beat you. Gets to the corner, hits a Claymore kick on him. 1, 2, 3. But again, the face that McIntyre gave the Sheamus kind of brought back a little bit of Michaels and Flair back in Mania 24. Like, damn, man, you're my best buddy. We had a hell of a match, but fuck, dude, I'm gonna have to hit this last move on you. That was great. It was a great match. Great way to open SmackDown too. So that was my chef kiss of the week. Joey, what was yours?
So again, Bob, we're actually sticking pretty mainstream with our chef's kisses this week. Mine is some Raw, which we're recording this on a Tuesday night, so it was last night. I have been, ever since she first Irish jigged out to the ring in NXT, it was terrible, but I've been a fan of Becky Lynch ever since then, through all her phases, her ups and downs. And so last night, yes, a promo opened Raw. I know we're not a big fan of that always, but the callbacks to the man character of Becky Lynch, a logical, in my opinion, shift, a big shift, but a logical one before she's on the shelf for several months. It worked. And I get there was a bit of a hiccup for a while with Ric Flair being all crybaby about it. They even took his woo out of the intro for a hot minute to be petty. And yet now that Hunter's in charge, Triple H, we see this back. This, I would argue, is the first big character shift since Triple H has been in charge. You could maybe count Bayley, Io, and Dakota, but that might have been in the works. Who knows? Maybe not Dakota, but anyway. Becky's promo last night, the hair, she looked like David Bowie for once since this Big Time Bex has been around, or Lady Gaga with her outfits. And one of the quotes it's a 3-sentence quote that I want to read that really solidified that, all right, this BA tweener that I, at least, and hopefully all of you loved when she was at her peak, is back. She said in the middle of her promo, I'm not defined by one match. I define the match. I'm not defined by the title. I define the title. And finally, icing on the cake, and I will not be defined by a man because I am the man. And so we start a new era. And yes, she's on the shelf. Could this have happened when she comes back from her injury? I guess, but I like that they did this to give logic and reason for when she does come back and is hopefully this character and this persona. She's lost so much as Big Time Bex. Why not now take the chance to make that character shift, that tweener, and really get us ready and excited, chomping at the bit for when she comes back. Before we get to our main course, George and Bogus T or Tyler, do you have something to comment about our current chef's kisses, or would like us to go to our main course first, gentlemen?
I actually had my own chef's kiss to add to this, if that's okay.
Go for it.
All right. So my chef's kiss is the wonderful babyface turn promo by Ricky Starks. I know he sold the shit out of that promo. I actually felt emotional watching it. Because you could tell that's something that came from the heart with him. And I honestly I'm glad that he's moving on to bigger and better things, and this was certainly a good way to do it. So more props to him. That's my chef's kiss of the week. Ricky Starks, absolute Ricky Starks.
Roman Reigns catching a microphone like a baller, my lord. And that thing went viral in a matter of minutes. It was already gifted and memed and all over. And then I didn't even realize, because you don't really see it in the main shot. And then there were all these shots from the crowd where people got these great angles, and it was like he threw that thing like, 25 feet, and it was a fast toss. Like it was like half a second, boom. It was like Luke using the Force to pull in a lightsaber out of the ice in Hoth. It was freaking ridiculous. And every time I watch it, I watched from all these angles. I was like hypnotized. So I need moves like that. Maybe I could find a wife then.
In course.
Thank course.
Yes. So we've alluded to this a little bit. Some people have. Bob, can you firstly spell out the name of our main course?
And J-E-double-F, J-A-double-R-E-double-T. Jeff Jarrett, boys.
The weekend that this man had, Friday to Sunday, is something that I would argue is almost untouchable in today's mainstream wrestling society. If you didn't watch SmackDown, go to 5 minutes and change, or to start at 5 minutes on a clip where Jey Uso accidentally kicks Jeff Jarrett. This man sold the super kick like a boss. I would say, Bob, Bob, tell me if I'm crazy here. He might have had the best sell of a super kick since Shawn Michaels super kick Shelton Benjamin in like 2003. Best since that. I'm not saying it's better. But best since that. Bob, go ahead.
Like, here's the thing. Jeff knows how to take a super kick, man. He fought Shawn Michaels back in the day, so he knows how to take one of those things. But absolutely, Jeff Jarrett killed it in that segment with the Usos and the Street Profits. Not only that, let's talk about what he did on Sunday, Joey. What did he do on Sunday?
You go for it, man, because I was going to talk about Saturday. So can I talk about Saturday first?
Yeah, no, absolutely. Go ahead, talk about Saturday.
Okay, so Saturday, just to go in chronological order of this man's magical weekend.
Absolutely.
And this was mentioned earlier, and I gotta say, his 3 counts, his even 10 counts were, in my opinion, more consistent. I could follow his hand through the motion than a lot of refs today. And it is only one match, so I'm gonna say that it's one match versus a very large sample size of AEW and WWE refs. But man, I thought he did a good job in that.
Joey, Bob, I just want to add, yes. I believe Jeff started as a referee back in the day in his Pops territory. I believe. I'm not 100% sure.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, Shane did as well for Papa McMahon, so it wouldn't shock me. As far as Sunday goes.
When it comes to Sunday, George, I know you weren't a big fan of entrance. Dude, that was great. That was old school heat. He came out there, he was talking mad shit to that one guy, and that one guy was ready to hop over the barricade and pound his ass. Dude, that was awesome. Granted, it went a little too long, but dude, that's old school heat. That's what these guys used to do back in the 80s. Fucking talk shit. Bully Ray, go back and watch his ECW promos. Oh my God, he almost got into fights every night. Dude, that was awesome. Just seeing the crowd getting so hot for Jeff Jarrett. Brian, I think you said it. It's his hometown. It's hard to get heat in your own
Tennessee, baby.
But Jeff fucking did it. He went in there and he got everybody wanting to kill this man, dude. It was awesome. That Joey, I don't know if you have anything else to add, but that was awesome.
Yeah, I like even little things. He goes up to the announcers, goes out of his way to do it. It probably added 30 seconds to his entrance. Tosses Shivani's papers out of there. And then as he's walking away, Shivani says, "Did I mention he's an asshole?" Just little things like that to make the match better. Give that extra intensity when Shivani's doing near falls, for instance, or just making fun of him.
What about
go ahead, Bob.
Chioda.
What about what?
Mike Chioda. Him and Mike Chioda had a good
shoving match with Chioda, tossing a beer or something in somebody's face. Yep. Just trying to leave the match twice. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, but the 3 very different roles that he played over that weekend, it deserves acknowledgement. The guy I know is as carny as they come. He sold gold and basically a Ponzi scheme, for goodness sake, lest we forget. But the man knows the business.